We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Here we go.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Cowboys 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends...
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Fields now to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
York able to send this one through, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, it all pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
A man who was both a prep and collegiate star here in the Lone Star State, Devon Achane. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. First and 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10. Now they go end around with Adams. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. You look at this Cowboy defense. Now they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
On 4th down, Steele. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. To throw is Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. This caught by Latu, the tight end. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His third rushing touchdown of the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, a run by Achane. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down. Steele. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 37-yard line.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. So they get half of what they needed. It will be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Throwing on third down, Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Parsons. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Dolphins' 24-yard line.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's 3rd and 10. Now Fields. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third down. This is another conversion here.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point by York is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. Steele. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. He will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw on second down. Steele. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Steele. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Don't jump. Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
The Cowboys take over at the 45-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Cowboys! Rashad Bateman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established. Achane hit, and the ball is out.
It's picked up by the Cowboys. And it'll be first and goal at the 7-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Cowboys take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Tyreek Hill's got another one.
They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Throwing on first down. Steele.
That is caught by Laporta.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Looking to throw. Steele. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well.
What was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now Adams. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
To throw on 3rd down. Steele.
Downfield throw tip, but he still got it.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 34 yards.
And the Dolphins take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Here we go, son.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
At the 18-yard line.
From the gun, here's Fields. And this pass caught by Gray.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Fields.
His throw incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground.
There he goes, right side. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Trying to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try again.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. Off the play fake. Steele. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He hits Adams, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
First down, Dolphins.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So from the 22 here, 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And Hill is going to have a Dolphins first down as a tackle made at the 18.
First down, Miami.
Off play action. Steele. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
To throw again. Steele. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
That is caught. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance.
Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That guy's going to want the football a whole lot more. I'd hate to be the offensive coordinator now because all he's going to say is, how come I'm not touching it more? Do you see me out there moving around, wiggling, and making it happen? Give me the ball, coach.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half.